Well, here we are, getting ready for another year. Hi, I'm Byron Allen. This is Las Vegas, and this is my ticket to the biggest, most exciting annual event in the home video industry, the 1990 Video Software Dealers Association Convention. Actually, thanks to some friends of mine at RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video, it's our ticket, because they've asked me to be your personal guide for this 1990 edition of VSDA at a Glance. The theme this year is Navigating the 90s, and we'll take you through it event by event, starting with day one. The exhibits are up and running, and the atmosphere is already taking on that electric edge of excitement. The first appearance of the day crops up at the RCA Columbia Pictures home video booth. It's actor Vernon Wells of the sci-fi thriller Circuitry Man. Vernon, tell us a little bit about your role in this futuristic thriller.
Sure. I play a guy called Plughead. Actually, he's an android who thinks he's human. And throughout the movie, the whole premise of it is that my character is a human being with mechanical parts. And I chase the hero of the movie, who is an actual android. And because he's so perfect and he's pure and his mind is wonderful, I decide that the game is to destroy him. And towards the end, you realize that I am an android as well, and that my whole thing out of life is creating pain and then using that pain for my own thrill and my own kick.
Meanwhile, I've spotted rising star Ricky Lake of the hot new release Last Exit to Brooklyn. Film critic Vincent Canby called the performances in this film nearly perfect. Ricky, how did you feel about your work in Last Exit to Brooklyn?
Working on the film was really a great experience for me because it taught me a lot and I learned a lot and I had a great experience. Yeah, I'm proud of the film.
Now let's meet the people who make VSDA happen, Lou Berg and Pam Horowitz. Pam, tell us a little bit about VSDA.
VSDA is the not-for-profit international trade association that represents every facet of the home video industry. Our membership of over 4,500 companies includes every major supplier of home video, every major distributor, hundreds of companies that offer goods and services to the trade, as well as thousands and thousands of retailers.
VSDA will be continuing its efforts with educational programs, merchandising campaigns, and legislation representation, and the networking of all of our facets of our industry with suppliers, distributors, and retailers.
Now let's take a break from the floor and go to our first seminar, Training, Motivation, and Incentives.
I hope you got my understanding what motivation is that you actually cannot motivate somebody to do something, but you can set up a game that causes them to motivate themselves. That's the way you do it. Find out what's valuable to them. Secondly, training must be done in a very specific fashion. As far as incentives are concerned, tell you what, the single biggest incentive you can get is to help your people be productive first, then pay them what they're worth based on production. And I can't begin to tell you about that right now because we would need to talk about your specific store and your financial statements.
It's the evening of day one, and we're headed for our first really big bash. It's the distributor cocktail reception. You go ahead and mingle. I'm going to get myself a glass of punch. Other appearances at the convention today were made by these well-known celebrities who stopped in to say hi. We're getting into the nuts and bolts of this year's convention with day two. We're joining the crowd out on the floor now, and here's Emilio Estevez, star of hits like St. Elmo's Fire and Young Guns. Emilio, in your latest film, Men at Work, you and your brother Charlie Sheen play a couple of garbage men. What was it like working with your brother?
Well, Charlie was a prince. I mean, he has a wonderful sense of humor, and as a director, my task was to really tap into that sense of humor, and it's very dry, and Charlie doesn't have a whole lot of experience with comedy, so it was really my job to get that comedy, that humor out of him, and he's wonderful. He's very funny in the film.
Playboy playmate Donna Spear and Eric Estrada stopped by to sign autographs and promote their upcoming film, Guns. What was it like working together?
Well, my stunt double quit because of all the kissing you had to do with Donna. No, I'm only kidding. Actually, it was terrific. It was really terrific. I played the villain. She's the hero. And in the picture, she has an awesome weapon, a rocket launcher, right? And I won't give you at the end of the picture what happens to me with the rocket launcher, but it was a terrific shoot.
But it was good for me. It was very good for me.
Now let's go to a seminar that will teach us to become street fighters called Advertising on a Shoestring.
Street fighters are also very competitive. You have to know how to deal with competition. Denver, Colorado, a video store, mostly hardware. Mom and pop operation, successful. But a major regional competitor is going to move down 2 blocks away. They're advertising. They have a huge ad budget, full-page newspaper, radio, TV, all promoting the grand opening of this wonderful new store 2 blocks away from our poor little street fighter. What's he going to do? He can't compete. What they spent in a 3-week period to promote one grand opening day, he couldn't spend in 5 years. What was he going to do? He got a brainstorm. He bought one of those miniature helium-filled blimps and flew it high above his own store the day of the grand opening of his competitor. On that blimp it said, "Now open." Didn't say grand opening, it said now open. He just opened the door, had a clown out by the street waving people in, some pennants and things going on. He had a little brass band from the high school there in the parking lot. He was giving away free hot dogs. Half the people going to the grand opening got confused and went to his store by accident. He honored all their prices. It was the most successful promotion he ever ran, cost him very little, and took the wind out of the competitor's sails.
Day 2 ends with what must be one of the greatest shows on earth as VSDA presents their backlot circus and carnival. After the circus, we've still got one more stop to make. It's the renowned Video Blues Band Concert and Dance Party Extraordinaire. This is one of my favorite events every year, so slip on your dancing shoes and let's party! Other highlights of the day included these celebrities. For, yes, day 3. The morning starts with the business session featuring speaker Mark McCormick.
People very often ask me, they say, what is it that they don't teach you at the Harvard Business School? And of course the answer is common sense. It's that business is really all about dealing with people.
During the panel discussion which followed, a number of important issues were discussed.
We feel that consumers have shown preference and that pretty much retailers that offer, again, collections, fair pricing, are going to get consumers' dollars. And I would say that the opportunity for the video store is to out-assort, out-select, and out-service the mass merchants on a general basis because they are the experts in the movie category. Mass merchants, by the same token, tend to be a very convenient location for people to buy movies. And I think that as in the music business, as in the book business, there's room for both. But I think you have to take ownership of your own business, define your strategy, and really pay attention to your customers' needs.
We're back out on the floor now with young star C. Thomas Howell. Your new movie, Side Out, revolves around the sport of volleyball. How did you prepare for this film?
Well, before we started filming, I went to the beach for about 6 weeks every day and worked with a guy named Johnny Stevenson, who's in the top 5 seed in the AVP right now. And he took me down to the beach every day. We trained for about 3 hours in the sand, and then we'd go to the gym and lift weights for a couple hours. It took a little while, but I got pretty handy with the volleyball.
Also taking an interest in the booths at this year's VSDA was the star of Ghost Can't Do It, Bo Derek. Asked to rate the convention overall, she gave it a 10. This evening, Video Store Magazine hosted a warm gathering for recipients of this year's top performing titles and suppliers. Took top honors.
Best-selling for its release of The Little Mermaid. Actually, the highest selling unit figure we had for the entire year so far, is going to RCA Columbia for its release of Look Who's Talking. RCA Columbia.
Now for this next event, still got the annual video dance party. I don't know, I'm pretty bush, maybe a quiet evening back in the room. On second thought, hey, we found some more stars on the floor today to add to our roster of celebrity appearances. Okay, we've made it to day 4. To ease us into things, let's start off like a visit with Catherine Bach, star of the new release Masters of Menace. Catherine, you played the wife of a renegade biker in this film. How did you prepare?
My preparation to be a biker babe was basically a lot of shopping, a lot of riding on a lot of bikes, and then there was this initiation, but I can't really talk about it on TV, you know?
As day 4 winds down, we're here at the VSDA Awards Banquet, the event that crowns this year's convention. Let's go inside and find our table.
All the awards we're going to do tonight are for videos that were released between April 1st, 1989 and March 30th, 1990. Let's start with a category, Action Adventure. The winner is Lethal Weapon 2. And accepting the award for Warner Home Video is Jim Cardwell, Senior Vice President, General Manager of Warner Home Video North America.
Mel Gibson couldn't make it. Is making Hamlet for Nelson Home Video. Seriously. On behalf of Warner Brothers, the director, Dick Donner, the producer, Joel Silver, as well as Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, I'd like to thank the membership of the VSDA for this award, and especially like to thank the video specialty stores and the distributors for the support they gave us on this title. Thank you.
Our next category is comedy. And the winner in this category is a film that absolutely went through the roof in theaters and did on video too. Look Who's Talking. And accepting the award for RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video is David Pierce, Vice President of Sales.
Well, it's 9:15, which means it's way past Mikey's bedtime, so I'm going to speak for him. On behalf of Mikey and RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video, we want to thank the retail community for making this the #1 comedy hit of the year. Thank you very much.
In the category of drama, the winner is Rain Man. And accepting the award for MGA Home Video are Dave Bishop, Vice President of Sales, and Ralph Tribby, Vice President of Marketing.
We truly thank all of you, all the VSDA retailers and distributors for making Rain Man the best-selling rental item in the history of this industry.
The opportunity that a title like Rain Man gives MGM UA is the ability to put some of the success that you've given us back into the community, and that success for Rain Man was translated into a commitment to the Autism Society of America. With The Wizard of Oz was Just Say No, and the success that you will make All Dogs will benefit the Boys and Girls Club of America, and for that we thank you.
We move to how-to and self-improvement tapes. The VSDA has voted How to Lambada the winner in this category. And accepting for RCA Columbia Pictures on Video are its Chief Operating Officer Paul Kohlberg and some friends.
Thank you. And I'm now going to go learn how to do it.
The VSDA Manufacturers Advisory Committee presents its 2nd annual Retailer of the Year Awards.
And the winner is Movies Unlimited. Accepting the award, our owner and president, Jerry Freibowitz, and general manager, Ed Weiss. The winner is Applause Video. Accepting the award is Chairman Alan Kaplan, and now Vice President of Blockbuster Entertainment. And the winner is RKO Warner Video. Accepting the award is President Steve Behrens.
How am I going to get that thing on the plane tomorrow?
I'll go through X-ray.
I want to thank the VSDA Manufacturers Advisory Committee for this award, and I certainly don't have to tell everybody in this room how important and vital people are to the successful running of a chain. At RKO Warner, we employ over 800 people, and to that end, this award is really for them. Thank you.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's keen determination and pursuit of excellence are traits that have enabled him to reach the pinnacle of all that he endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It is a great honor to receive this award because I feel, and I felt this over the last few years, that video business is becoming an extremely important business for the whole entertainment business. It's becoming a very big part of the entertainment business in decision making and what movies that you want to make, what the budget should be. You always calculate in now the budget of what you can make with the video sales and all those kind of things. And I can personally tell you out of experience, because the impact video had when I did the film Terminator. After the film came out, Terminator, people came up to me, lots of people came up to me and said how much they enjoyed the film, that they've seen the film and so on. But the amount of people that came up to me in the last 6 years and have told me about how they've seen Terminator on video was 10 times the amount of people that have seen it in the theater. Video is the business of the future. I want to congratulate each and every one here for the great work that you've done, for the great support that you've lent to me and my video tapes, and I hope you will do the same in the future. Thank you very much, and I will support also you in the future. Thank you very much. Thank you for this. Thank you.
And winding down the convention on day 4 were more celebrity appearances. Smokey Robinson. I discovered him. Well, it's all over for another year. It's been 4 days of more or less non-stop action with a full range of carefully structured educational seminars and sessions aimed at increasing video rentals and sales, with the end goal of putting more video profits in your pockets. Plus, we also managed to fit in a wide range of not-so-structured fun and relaxation. It all adds up to VSDA 1990, the one video trade event that ought to be on everyone's calendar. And if you've been waiting for the right moment to join VSDA, this is definitely the time to make your move, because 1991 will mark the association's 10th anniversary. And as you might expect, that means next year's convention promises to be the once-in-a-decade extravaganza like nothing this town has ever seen. So, why put it off? You can write, call, or fax VSDA and start enjoying the benefits of your industry's #1 service. So, that's about it from this year's VSDA. We look forward to seeing you all at next year's convention. For RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video, I'm Byron Allen. Thank you. Oh man, I have to start taking this stuff home.